What's up, you guys? Happy Halloween. I hope that you are enjoying your Halloween in whatever way you can, whether that's trick-or-treating, if that's allowed in your area, or just sitting around in your costume eating candy. That's perfectly fine too. I honestly don't really know what's happening for Halloween in our area, but I figured today I would do some Halloween inspired makeup and show you guys our very favorite Halloween treats. So that is what we're doing today. I've got some apple cider. I finally found some at the store and it's making me so happy. Let's get down to it. I don't have an actual mirror, so I'm just gonna be using this, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start off with my eyes, and I am going to be using the California Love palette by ColourPop. I knew I wanted to do this video, but I feel like I kind of struggle with making makeup videos because I don't know whether or not to I think I've mentioned this before, that I'm not like a beauty guru. So I know how to do makeup, but sitting down and doing like a tutorial is definitely not my speed. But maybe I should try it. Maybe we should just try doing that. All right, we'll just go for it. I just used the Urban Decay primer on my eyelids, and this is in the shade Sin. It has a little more of a shimmer to it. I don't really know what I'm doing for this look exactly. I'm just kind of winging it. So first I'm gonna go in with the shade Gnarly and just put that all over my lid. So if you are trick-or-treating this year, or if you're able to trick-or-treat this year, what are you going as? There was like no part of me that thought about like, oh, maybe we should dress up for Halloween. If you're gonna be something for Halloween, whether you're dressing up for work or trick-or-treating or whatever, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're gonna be for Halloween this year. Okay, so I put that all over my lid, and now I'm gonna go in with the shade Laguna and put that in my crease and kind of blow it out pretty well so it's not super concentrated in the crease. This is like a prime example of me not knowing how to do an actual makeup tutorial, because I like know the terms and know what they mean and watch other people do them all the time, but somehow when I try to get it to come out of my mouth, it just doesn't happen. Next, I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Gold Rush right here. I'm gonna put that on a smaller crease brush, not so blown out and fluffy. I'm gonna focus that mostly on the crease and not blow it out quite as much. So now that I've got that in the crease, I think I wanna go back in and I'm gonna go over that with a blending brush with the color Sequoia right here. I'm trying to decide what I go in with on my lid. So I'm gonna go in with Surf Rider. We're just gonna go all over the lid with this. I think on the inner corners, I'm gonna go in with Cruisin' right here, just to brighten it up just a little bit. All right, so that is what all I'm gonna do for my eyeshadow really. I'll probably go in and highlight my brow bone. Once I have my foundation on, I am going to now put on some eyeliner. And I decided for today that I'm actually gonna put some false lashes on because that feels a little more dramatic. And I am just going in with the liquid liner by Sephora. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my face. I'm actually gonna try this primer, the Milk Hydro Primer. I got it in a little sample box and I've never used it. We're gonna try this and see how it is. I've heard great things about it. The last time I tried on a new primer, it broke me out, so we'll see. So I have been doing a little foundation combo because I ran out of my tinted moisturizer. I have been using the Born This Way Too Faced foundation with a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I don't know if it's the primer or what, but first of all, my face feels like it's set down and I haven't even set it down. Second of all, I feel like I used more foundation than I would use on a normal day and it like wasn't enough. Something about this primer just like sucked it right up. Moving right along to concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Beige. I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I go back and forth between liking using like a beauty blender to set, which is probably what I should be doing today because it feels so dry. So I'll just use a brush and lightly tap it on. If you've never used a beauty blender to set your under eyes or set your face, I feel like you can press it into your skin a little better, and also I feel like if you get your beauty blender just like a little bit wet, it really helps to like melt it in a little bit better. I don't typically do eyeshadow underneath my eyes, but I think because we're going for a little more glam, I am going to today. So I'm gonna go in with Laguna to start on my lower lash line. And I'm just gonna keep it nice and tight to the lash line. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with just that. I feel like that is a nice little touch. And now I'm going to go in and put my lashes on. Some people like to put mascara on prior to their lashes. I feel like doing lashes first and mascara second just blends them a little bit better, but that's just my personal preference. Let's see if I can do this with this mirror situation that I have. Oh no, oh gosh. Everything's rolling off the table. This is very clogged and I don't know what to use to unclog it. I need to go find something to poke this with. One moment. Okay, we're back. Are we though? Are we? We're not. Come on! I'm gonna let them sit before I put any kind of mascara on them, and I'm gonna do the rest of my face. That would include some bronzer. So I'm actually using one of the ColourPop discontinued bronzers that is probably way too old for me to continue to use, but that's fine. One of their sister companies, Soul Beauty, they just came out with some cream bronzers. I will look forward to trying those at some point. I'm not really contouring with this, but I am bringing just a little bit of color onto my cheeks. Now it is time to go in with the blush. Actually, I'm gonna do my highlight first because my highlight is also creamy, and it is by ColourPop. It is their Lunch Money Super Shock Highlight. And one nice thing about doing your highlight before your blush is it kind of melts everything together. Now that we're all glowy, I will go in with my blush. I'm using the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Berry Amour. I think that is it for my face. I'm gonna go back in to my lashes. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Tubing Mascara. My lower lashes are very, very long, and I feel like they look very spidery. I guess that's okay for Halloween. Now I'm just gonna go with the top and just gently blend my natural lashes to the false lashes. All right, I'm just gonna pop another little bit of that Cruisin' Color Right on the inner corner. And I'm actually gonna go over it with just a little bit of the highlight that I use on my face, just to brighten it up just a little bit. Give it kind of more of that white gold inner corner than the yellow gold. So this is basically the finished look. I am just going to use a little setting spray. And now for the finishing touch to make this look a little extra spooky. We're gonna be using this shade by ColourPop. It is a liquid lipstick called R&B. And this is one of my favorite colors of all times. Now, this is my finished look. I feel like with my eyes, it adds just a little bit of an extra spook factor. Let me bring you a little bit closer. So here it is. Here is my spooky Halloween inspired makeup. I honestly love how this turned out, and I feel like it's, look at all that makeup on the back of my hand. I feel like it's super easy and something that anybody can do at home. If you have a palette that has just a couple shades of orange or yellows or reds, you can make the perfect Halloween eye look. And if you have any kind of black or blue or purple lipstick, it'll just bring the spookiness together. And like I said, very easy. Try it at home. If you try any spooky makeup, I know this is going up on Halloween, so maybe you won't after Halloween is done. But if you do any spooky makeup, please feel free to tag me in it. I would love to see your looks. But now we're gonna move on over to the kitchen for one of the best things of all times. Obviously, being paleo, I don't eat the typical Halloween treats. And I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was probably the first Halloween that Kiffer and I were married, I decided that I wanted to make some Reese's peanut butter cups because I love Reese's peanut butter cups. So it actually does have peanut butter in it, which is not paleo, but I have found specifically for my body that peanut butter is okay in moderation. I feel like if I have a lot of it, it starts to bug me a little bit, but it's one of those things that I can have occasionally and I'll be okay. If you're strictly paleo or you don't do peanuts at all for allergy reasons or whatever, you can use almond butter, you could use sunflower butter, that's really good. There are lots of other options, but I just wanted to show you a quick and easy little recipe if you're looking for something that's homemade. These are the 3 ingredients that we're using for this recipe today. All right, I think it's time. I've unwrapped this one and I'm going to take a little bite. This is really good, for real. You guys should try making these. Like I said, so easy. We will check back in when Kiffer gets home and let you know his thoughts. It is later in the evening. If you couldn't tell, it's dark in here and I'm standing by the one bright light in our apartment. Kiffer was not in a Reese's mood when he came home from his internship, so he has yet to try his Reese's cups, but I need to wrap up this video so that I can get to editing it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you all had a fun and safe Halloween. If you have any questions about anything specific that I did for the Reese's recipe, just let me know. I know I don't really have a straightforward recipe for it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!